Hey everybody, this is Paul, and today I have a special episode. I'm going to talk about moringa seeds, or moringa, some people say. The miracle tree. It's a big part of Filipino culture. All parts of this tree are usable, and here are about 100 seeds. So, in terms of this plant, when it grows to a tree, it's kind of like a multivitamin. You can eat all parts of the plant. Throughout the world, they use it. It has plenty of vitamin C and vitamin A. And typically it's grown in tropical regions like Philippines and Africa. But believe it or not, it actually prefers, this plant does really well in Southern California and more arid climates where it's native to. So honestly, this tree is not very pretty. It's kind of scruffy in the winter. It's kind of partially deciduous. And there will be no leaves in the winter. But what's cool about it is it contains 18 of, I believe, the 20 amino acids that humans need, and it's really easy to propagate or germinate from seed. So you can see I can actually pull out the seed here from this kind of encasing, and I've been letting these seeds soak in water for about 12 hours. So you could let them soak for 12 to 24 hours to make it really easy to pop them out. There you go. That's what it looks like. And that's about it. So you can do the paper towel method here for these moringa seeds. But what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to take them out of their encasings. I'm just going to leave them as is. They've been soaking, and I looked online, and everybody says that you can leave them on or you could take them off. So I don't know if I want to do this 76 times and take this off. I may or may not. I'll probably do half and half just to kind of see the germination success rate, but that's all it really takes, and now I have a perfectly viable seed. So what I'm going to do with these moringa seeds is I'm going to put them into this container here. I got this at Home Depot. It's a Jiffy brand. It holds 72 little plants. It's a germinator, and so I'm going to have to add water slowly, and it ends up being about 11 cups or 2.5 liters of water. So I'm going to fill this up next, and then I'm going to place half of them, I'll take off the husks like this, and half of them I will leave with the husks on. So 3 rows will be with husks, and 3 rows on the right will be without. So we'll see the germination rate and test this out. But again, this is the tree of life, and if you can get these seeds, the trees themselves are about $100. They're kind of pricey. But man, I got these seeds for free, and each tree will make a plethora of seeds. 36 will be without the casings, and 36 will be with them. And we'll check out the germination rate and see how successful we are using this strategy on our moringa trees in the middle of winter. What I will do is leave them in the garage because I know temperature will matter. And in addition, I'm going to leave them under a grow light once they start to sprout. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so you can see I added the first 2 liters of water here. And to me, this is really, really interesting. So quickly, within about 30 seconds, it starts to absorb, and you can see a lot of air pop out. And you can see, I guess, some types of little bit of, peat moss or plant matter is kind of popping around. But these things will fill up really, really quickly. Okay, so I still have this many moringa seeds, which is awesome. I'm going to just let them dry out and see how this goes. But what we have here are 72 moringa seeds in a Jiffy greenhouse. So there it is, see? Jiffy Professional Greenhouse. So we'll see how it goes. What I did is half of them, 36, are, I took off the seed pod. So you can see here, that's the seed pod. And I left all the ones over here on the left here. You can see I left them in the seed pod and planted them in here. On the right here, I took off this shell or encasing, and half the people on YouTube say you should, and the other half say you don't need to. So as you can see, the moringa seed is really easy to take off or take apart, deshell, and propagate as long as you're careful with it. But soaking them in water, I think they're going to be fine. So these are the excess I have. I hate to say I'm going to throw them away. And then here is one that still has its casing on it, as you can see. So our experiment should be pretty interesting because we are going to make sure we're going to see what happens here, I should say, with will they be more successful germinating with the casing on or off. So we have 36 on the left, 36 on the right, and let's see what it looks like in about a week to 10 days. All right, bummer. We got mold or maybe fungi using this strategy. It may also be temperature related because we did this in the middle of winter in our garage in Southern California. So I just showed you one with the husk left on, and the ones without the husk, some of them got the mold as well. So I would say so far our success rate has been about 8 to 10% after 18 days. However, we did get 3. So here's the largest one, and it came up about on day 15. So pretty cool. I'm glad at least I got one. All the seeds were free. Here's another one, looking pretty good. And this little guy I decided to take out as well. So what I did is I mixed pumice, vermiculite, perlite, happy frog potting soil, and a little bit of native soil as well. So I think they're going to take off, and I want to plant them in 1-gallon pots because I know they'll get big rather quickly. I do see about 1, 2, 3, 4 more, 5 more in here that look like they're starting to sprout as well. Let's see if I can get you one. Oh, I had it here. See? Super cool. So that's what the moringa seeds look like when they're starting to activate. This one had the husk on, as you can see. So let's do the official count. Let's see which ones. Let's see, this had husk. This was no husk. And so it looks like the ones with the husk propagated first for sure. Just counting them all. Definitely more, 3, 4 of the ones with the material left on sprouted, versus you can see one here without the material, and it started to sprout. So it's true that you can do it either way, but I'm gonna leave the husk on for now on, and I'll try it out using the basic method where you use a paper towel in the window, in a plastic bag, excuse me. I'll bet that will work even better than this method, and it's cheaper as well. All right, so there you go. There's our results. Take care. Okay, so 5 weeks in the middle of winter. Here they are. You can see how the seedlings are doing. However, there's only 8, and I think that's because of the temperature in our garage is still pretty cold, and then we had some cold snaps. So most of these seeds in this thing did not propagate. So it's sort of a bust here. You can see 8 out of 96 is not very good at all. However, a lot of these were starting to sprout, and then it just got really cold and they stopped. So I'll try again in the spring. I still have another 50 seeds or so, but I'm gonna probably try the plastic bag method with wet paper towel and keep them inside the house. I think I'll have a much better success, or do this in warmer weather. So there you go. At least we got 8 of them, and they're awesome looking. So it does work, but again, this is not the best method. All right, give us a like and a subscribe. We'll keep them coming. Have a great day. Take care.